Okay, so I'm going to make a video. I know Michelle's been making most of the videos, and she does a lot of stuff about where we are and that kind of stuff, so I thought I would do something about like driving the boat. So we're in the upper helm here. I don't know if you can see the channel markers out there. Green on the right, red on the left. Here's the helm up top. I navigate with my phone, so imagine if you're using Google Maps, you would be able to. It's basically like Google Maps. It shows you where to go, what channel markers to stay in. This is an old Raymarine chart plotter, and this here is the autopilot. Right now the autopilot's working pretty good, so you kind of get going down the middle of the channel, and then you hit auto, and it will stay on that bearing or that course. Yeah, sometimes it gets a little squirrely and it will start wandering, and then you have to shut it off, kind of straighten it out, turn it back on. So that's the autopilot. This tells you, has a few things like a speed over the water, a speed over ground, bearing, a depth below the boat. So it's an old system, but it still works pretty good. Got a regular compass, VHF radio. We got a single engine, so this is your forward, neutral's in the middle, back is reverse. This is your throttle. So right now we're starting to, we're coming back a little bit. We're okay. Tachometer, doing about 1800 RPMs. And that's got us going 6.8 knots. So fuel, oil pressure, water temperature, and voltage. This is your windlass, turns it on and off, up and down. This is a bow thruster, works sometimes it doesn't. I mean, it usually works, but it requires a huge amount of electricity, so the voltage can go low and it'll cut off. This thing here is a fire extinguisher for the engine room. This is a high water alarm. If the engine room starts to flood, that will start beeping and lighting up. These are your bilge pumps: forward bilge pump, mid bilge pump, aft bilge pump. And that tells you if your generator's running. There's no key for the boat, so you turn your ignition on by flipping this up. You start. When you stop, you hit stop on this button and then shut the ignition off. Switches for radar, GPS, that kind of stuff. Over here there's a 12 volt outlet. These are your lights, nav lights, horn, and a charger. These are trim tabs. Why a trawler has trim tabs, I don't know. No, sorry, I was making a video. And then over here, this is our depth. This shows our depth and our speed and our water temperature. It's not always right, but it's pretty close. So you can stay back here, because I don't know, you can hear it now, the breeze. If you stand up, there's a good breeze. If you sit down, the breeze goes over your head, so it gets kind of hot. Having a snack, hummus and carrots. There's Stella. There's our radar. Radar works, but it's old. Dinghy. And we're just cruising along. That's Sanibel Island on our right side. That over there is Captiva. And then over here, that's Pine Island. This is Pine Island Sound. We're going down to San Carlos Bay. So anywho, a little bit of an update of what we do when we drive. We usually do this 4 or 5 hours a day. So Later.